So they made me a train station employee. Don't ask me why. Maybe they ran out of humans. Maybe they thought fur counts as a...
They said, just give it a gentle toot. Nobody told me I was born with trumpet lungs.
We can't hear. What?
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm professionally trained for... Uh-oh.
This is why I usually drive.
Don't panic. I'm just double-checking for contraband snacks.
Sir, you're not supposed to ride the conveyor belt.
Please remain calm. This is a totally normal part of the process.
Honk, snort, train number.
I think the Bigfoot is warning us about train conspiracies.
All aboard. Hope you like mooing.
Free petting zoo included with your ticket.
Relax, folks. It's just extra strong brew.
Oh no, she's gonna blow.
Ah, spa day. Extra hot treatment.
Look at me, I'm Fashion Week ready. Gucci wishes they had this fur.
I'll just buy a new one.
Don't panic. I'm just double-checking for contraband snacks.
Sir, you're not supposed to ride the conveyor belt.
So shiny. Express service, too. These hot dogs taste expired. I'd better check the other 40, just to be safe.
Discount. I only licked it once.
Oops. Guess you're riding for free today. Don't tell management, or do. I need to get fired anyway.
Can I get a refund, please?
Relax, folks. I've played Train Simulator 2010. I got this. All aboard the Express 2.
The moon!
We'll be making no stops for common sense.
I'm not broken. The machine is. Okay, maybe I'm a little broken. Look how shiny it is, like an ice rink. That's express service, sir.
Look at that. I invented.
Train racing!
Well, I guess that's my last day. Anybody hiring for circus work?
Trains are overrated anyway. I'm gonna be an astronaut.
You ever wake up one morning and think, yeah, today's the day I get serious put on pants and contribute to society? That was me. Bigfoot, a living forest legend, deciding it was time to get a real job, and what better place than a train station? I figured easy stuff wave at trains, punch some tickets, maybe wear a snazzy hat. Well, spoiler alert, that jogged up and spat me out faster than a turnstile. First assignment, announcing trains. They handed me the microphone, and I thought, this is my moment. The voice of Bigfoot echoing across the land. I pressed the wrong button. Instead of calmly saying, Train 102 to Springfield, now boarding at Platform 3, I bellowed. Hey, you mouse! T-I-R-S-I, Pipero, H-E-S! The speakers squealed, pigeons exploded out of the rafters, and some poor guy dropped his coffee straight down his suit pants. Oh, and the mic got stuck, so the entire station got treated to 5 minutes of my heavy Sasquatch breathing. Sounded like Darth Vader choking on a hot dog. Then they put me on ticket scanning duty, simple job, just beep, let them through. But see, I don't trust technology, so instead I sniff tickets. Sniff, lick, bite. Yep, authentic. I'd tell people with crumbs of cardboard stuck in my teeth. One lady shrieked, "You ate my ticket!" I said, "Don't worry, ma'am. I'll print you another one from my stomach." In 6 to 8 hours, security was already side-eyeing me. Third task, guiding passengers to their platforms, which is hilarious because I can get lost inside a circle. I mixed everything up so badly that 10:15 to Chicago ended up boarding the Portland train. 10 minutes later, people were screaming her, "This isn't Chicago!" And half the other passengers were thrilled because they just got a free trip to the coast. I tried fixing it by standing on a bench and shouting, "Follow yo, you arms! And Moabi teach below Ilana!" Didn't help. After that, they shoved me in Lost and Found. Easy, right? Just organized stuff. Wrong. Within half an hour, I was juggling umbrellas, strutting around in 3 pairs of sunglasses, and yes, wearing a tutu over my fur. When someone asked for their briefcase, I confidently handed them a frying pan. "Close enough?" I said. They didn't agree, And yes, maybe I accidentally ate someone's sandwich from the lost lunchbox pile. Don't judge me. Then came the delay announcement. Should have been simple. Instead of train 47 is delayed 10 minutes, I screamed into the mic, TRAM 47IS colon for your Ivis! Suitcases hit the ground. Kids cried. One guy literally ran out of the station screaming. Someone threw a shoe at me. I deserved it. By then, I was desperate to prove myself, so I volunteered to direct an incoming train. Gave me 2 little flashlights. Said, wave 'em steady, bring it in slow. But of course, I treated it like a rock concert. Waved those lights like I was in Metallica. The train honked so loud my fur stood on end. I panicked, dropped the lights, and ran in circles on the tracks yelling, T-bus dice ANGRY, save yo ourselves. The train screeched to an emergency stop. The conductor leaned out the window and yelled, Who hired the Sasquatch? And that was just my first morning. So after the whole most got flattened by a train thing, the manager looked me dead in the eye and said, Bigfoot, just sweep the floors. Don't touch anything else. Easy enough, right? Wrong. They gave me a broom. A broom. You ever seen a broom in my hands? It's like giving King Kong a toothpick. I swung that thing once and took out an entire row of luggage. Wham! Bags everywhere. Clothes raining down like it was a fashion show sponsored by Chaos. I'm standing there trying to sweep, but instead I look like Gandalf casting spells on the tiles. People were slipping, tripping. One guy got tangled in a bra that wasn't his. Security sighed so hard I swear I heard their souls leave their bodies. Next up, information desk duty. You'd think I'd be good at this, right? Friendly face, clear answers. Nope. Lady comes up. Excuse me, what time does the 6045 arrive? I lean in, real serious, and whisper, Time is an illusion. The trains will come when destiny allows. She stared at me for 10 solid seconds and then just walked away. Another guy asked for platform 9 and Zai, and I said, Yeah, sure, right past the pretzel stand. Good luck. Pretty sure he's still wandering. I ended up giving out more relationship advice than train directions. Sir, I'm just trying to visit my grandma. Yeah, but have you told her how you feel? Then came handling luggage carts, which, let me tell you, is basically bumper cars for adults. I got in one to move it, leaned too hard, and suddenly I'm zooming through the station like Vin Diesel in Fast and the Furries. I'm dodging commuters, screaming, Tio-to! I clipped one suitcase, it shot open, and underwear scattered across the floor like confetti. People clapped. Don't ask me why. By lunch break, I thought maybe food service would be safe, so they gave me the pretzel stand. Within minutes, I was knee-deep in disaster. First, I salted the pretzels with actual sand from my fur because I thought it added texture. Then I got the cheese machine clogged. Don't ask how. And when I tried to fix it, it exploded. Boom, hot cheese geyser covered the floor of the wall, 3 businessmen, and one poor toddler who was probably still peeling cheddar off his hair. Someone yelled, This isn't Nacho Station. I said, well, it is now. After lunch, they demoted me to bathroom attendant, said, You can't mess this up. Oh, buddy. First, I tried to refill the soap dispenser, but I squeezed too hard. It shot across the room and glued a man's tie to the sink. Then I put the wet floor sign directly inside the puddle, and of course, I slipped on it. I slid under 3 stalls, and came out wearing toilet paper like a royal cape. Everyone applauded. Someone threw me $1. I bowed. Later, they tried putting me in charge of the station clock. I thought, finally, a job that fits me. Timekeeper Bigfoot. So I climbed up the big clock tower with a wrench. Problem is, I don't know how clocks work. I smacked it once, and all the hands spun around like Wheel of Fortune. Suddenly, the PA system announced it was both 6 a.m. and 4 p.m. simultaneously. 2 trains left at 1, thankfully in the yard, not with people. Meanwhile, I'm hanging from the clock face like King Kong, yelling, Tam es broken! Run for your IVs! My final job that day was train conductor tryout. They let me sit in the driver's seat, thinking I'd just sit quietly and observe. The moment they left, I pulled the horn. Huck! The loudest, longest train horn in history. Windows shattered, pigeons fainted, and my fur frizzed from the vibrations. Then I accidentally on the throttle, and the whole train lurched forward. I screamed, I am TH Master of Tishy Steel Beast. Luckily, it only moved about 3 feet before someone yanked the emergency brake. But those 3 feet, pure terror. And that was still only day one on the job. So after my conductor disaster, they decided to simplify things. They gave me a little ticket puncher and said, just punch tickets Bigfoot. Nice and easy. But when I punch, I punch. First guy hands me his ticket. I go with the puncher, and the whole thing disintegrates in my hands. Next person, I accidentally punched a hole in their jacket sleeve. Then a guy handed me a sandwich instead of a ticket, and I punched it out of sheer instinct. He screamed, "That was my lunch!" I said, "No, sir, that was destiny." Next, they made me the lost and found attendant. Oh boy, a lady came in looking for her umbrella. I found a frying pan. Gave it to her with full confidence. Here you go. Another guy wanted his wallet. I gave him a taxidermy squirrel I found in the box. He screamed. A kid asked for his teddy bear. I gave him a bowling ball. The worst part, at one point I lost myself in the lost and found. Sat in there for 20 minutes just staring at a traffic cone like it held the secrets of the universe. By then, the manager looked at me like I was the end of his career. So he thought, Bigfoot can't ruin trash duty. They gave me one of those rolling bins. The thing was massive, like a chariot of garbage glory. I hopped in, started pushing with my legs, and suddenly I'm flying down the hallway at 20 miles per hour. Trash bags flying, banana peels spinning through the air like ninja stars. I smashed into a vending machine, which toppled over, rained down sodas, and boom, free Coke for everyone. People cheered. I bowed inside my garbage bin like a gladiator. Then came customer announcements over the loudspeaker. Huge mistake. They told me just read what's written on the paper. But I decided to improvise. Instead of train 245 is arriving on platform 3, I said, "Atchin mortals, the metal beast approaches! Stand aside or be devoured!" People panicked. Half the station evacuated. A kid thought it was a Kaiju attack. Another time, I announced eat free pizza in the lobby. And there wasn't any. A riot almost broke out. They yanked me off the mic mid-sentence, but not before I shouted, "This is Bigfoot, signing off forever, hurrah." They put me on janitor duty again as punishment. Simple mop job, but I used too much soap, like oceans of suds. Within minutes, the station looked like a bubble bath commercial. Kids were diving into the foam. A businessman lost his briefcase and shouted, "My files." I yelled, "They belong to the bubbles now." Eventually, the foam machine looked caught in the AC, and bubbles shot out every vent in the station. Outside, people thought it was snowing, magical, terrifying, slippery. Next, they gave me security duty. Me, security, bad idea. I put on the little hat, which looked like a thimble on my head, and tried to look tough. First guy runs through without a ticket. I chased him. But when I run, it's like Jurassic Park. Boom, boom, boom. Everyone thought the building was collapsing. I finally caught the guy by accident when he tripped over my shadow. I yelled, "Justice is served," and tripped into the metal detector, which exploded sparks everywhere. They stripped me of the hat. Literally. It didn't even fit. But they took it anyway. Then I was put in charge of the baggage conveyor belt. Should have been simply take bags, put bags on belt. But I thought the belt was a treadmill. I hopped on, started jogging, and before I knew it, I was sprinting full speed, fur flying, people cheering. Then I lost balance, flew backward, and smashed into a mountain of luggage. The luggage flew everywhere. One suitcase opened midair, releasing at least 50 rubber chickens. They squeaked in unison when they hit the ground. Sounded like a choir of chaos. Finally, the manager sat me down. He looked broken, like a man who had aged 30 years in one day. He said, "Bigfoot, you're fired, please. For the love of trains, never come back." So I left dramatically, walked down the station like a cowboy leaving town. People watched me go, covered in cheese, bubbles, and feathers. A kid shouted, "By Mr. Bigfoot!" I tipped my invisible hat. Then I tripped on the third rail, sparked like a firework, and limped off into the sunset. And that's how I lasted one day as a train station employee. Do I? If you ever see me near a train station again, run. Not for the train, for your life.